In this YouTube video, I'm going to focus on a specific stock, which is very extremely interesting stock. It's kind of hard to go bankrupt when you have no debt. Do you agree? I mean, some people, like Pure Lynch said, some people they can pull it off. So yeah, okay. Jokes aside, if you have no debt, it's very interesting, and if you're growing constantly, very interesting. But for some reason, the share price of the stock is going down, which there is nothing wrong with that, and that's what I want to focus on in this YouTube video. So yesterday I posted something for all of you on the YouTube post uh, community section of my channel. So basically I said this: I want everyone to succeed, please read this. When people panic after a few months of red, they are usually victims of mismanaged expectations. The market is not a vending machine where you insert money and immediately extract profit. Stocks don't move up simply as a reward for you buying them. Downward movement and sideways consolidation are completely normal, healthy part of a stock's life cycle. Calling an investment a bag after a few months of poor price action ignores the underlying business. If the company is still growing earnings and executing its strategy, you aren't holding a bag. You're just experiencing a normal drawdown. And the stock that I'm going to show you in this YouTube video is growing. Like, revenue is growing, gross profit is growing, net income is growing, free cash flow is growing. They have no debt, and stock is going down. Nothing wrong with that. Since the company and the underlying business is doing well, there's probably nothing wrong with it. And if you are red in this specific stock, you're not red. You're not holding a bag. I mean, unless you sell, then you lose. But in these circumstances, if you just accumulate more and say to yourself, I'm going to stop, chasing this and that, and let me just focus on this. And whenever I have money that I don't need, I'll just reinvest, lower the average, add more shares, accumulate more shares. Guess what? This is actually a good strategy to make money, because when the stock eventually turns around, since the business is doing well, you're going to make a lot of money. And let's not forget that the stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. Once you start figuring that out and you understand it, you're going to become a good investor. All right. So with that being said, what is a stock? Stock is Doximity Incorporation, ticker symbol DOCS. And I'm going to share my opinion on DOCS. This doesn't mean that you should run and buy it, but this is just my opinion. Obviously, it's not financial advice. At the time of me recording this YouTube video, it is April 16, as you can see, 2026. It is 4:34 a.m. Eastern time, right? Pre-market. And the stock is at $24.01. Let's just say 24 bucks. I don't know where the stock will be when I release the YouTube video, because I will release it on April 16, but around 8 hours after recording this. It doesn't matter. 1 year out and the stock is already negative 55%, let's say. So it's down 55%. And you're going to say, what? This is horrible. This is trash. And, if you're not into DOCS, you might be attracted to it since it's at a, huge discount. For those who are already in, I say maybe, not advice, but maybe you shouldn't stress at all. Maybe you should focus on accumulating more of this. That's up to you. I'm going to take a deep dive into the numbers of this company. So we're going to focus a lot on numbers. Doximity Corporation operates as a digital platform for medical professionals in the United States.
For the past decade, it's been our mission to help physicians be more productive, to provide the best care for their patients.
I just want to say thank you for being creative, for being innovators in connecting physicians in an online platform like this. So many times, we tend to work in isolation, and I think that Doximity has really helped me understand that I'm not alone out there.
Working with Doximity as a physician felt very unique. I have seen our colleagues at Doximity actively listen to what we have to say, take notes, but the best part of it is that they took action and evolved the product to meet the needs of physicians.
The first numbers we're going to dive into is the revenue. And from 2021 all the way to 2026, you can see that the revenue for Doximity is constantly increasing, right? So we get an increase in revenue every year, which means increase in demand for business, more customers. Everyone seems to be satisfied. Going over to gross profit, I believe it is something that both of us can agree is perfect. I don't see anything negative. I see nothing but annual year-over-year increase and improvement. So it's beautiful. Cash on the side for the company currently is at $735 million, which has been stable through the years. No complaints there at all in any way, shape, or form. The total debt of the company is around $10 million. Now, 10 million bucks is basically for me like having no debt. The net income is constantly improving each year for the past 5 years to reach $239 million positive. I don't see a reason to complain about that. The free cash flow is massively increasing each year to reach $315 million. I don't see a reason to complain about that. So you have a company with no debt. They have $735 million on the side. Revenue is growing every single year. Net income is going up. Free cash flow is going up. One of the reasons I would guess is this whole Anthropic cloud thing, which is like killing everybody, especially software as a service companies, because Anthropic claims to do that they can do everything. They're like we can do everything. We're number one. We're going to shut everybody off and. So at the end of the day, I think we're going to look back and realize that half the things that Anthropic was talking about was probably not as big as they made it out to be, just my opinion. And I don't think that a company like Doximity is going to go out of business. If anything, they might be acquired, right? And even if they are acquired, they would be acquired at a much higher price than the $24 that they're trading pre-market. If there's one negative that I can find with Doximity currently, as of recording this YouTube video, for me, it's the market cap, right? So you have a market cap where it is around $4.4 billion, right? Now, that market cap has fallen by almost 60%, so that's a good thing the past 1 year. It helps. But the market cap is kind of high. Basically, think of it this way. If you wanted to buy out the company, like all of it, the minimum you would pay, the minimum, is $4.4 billion. But obviously the company, the management of the company would say, we're not giving it to you for $4.4 billion. We want $10 billion market cap, right? But yeah, so is it worth, let's say even at the minimum, $4.4 billion? Like if you wanted to buy out this company to hand it over to your kids, would you do it if you had the money, $4.4 billion? That would basically mean I'm buying the company for, let's say, $5 billion. Will I get my investment back and then start seeing profit? Well, currently, the way this company is going with no debt, eventually you should. You should. Within the next 8 years, you should. So it's not really a bad market cap. Would have been better if it was lower. But we have to take into consideration a lot of things, like the constant growth in a lot of very important metrics financially, right? So overall, I come to the conclusion that Doximity Incorporation, currently at $24, is a buy. Like, I give it a buy rating for me, not for you, right? So that's just my opinion. I think it is a stock that should be around $30 minimum of $30 or higher, $35 a share. And this year in 2026, I mean, I think it will, but I think because with the politics and nobody can get into President Donald Trump's brain on a daily basis. It can flow either way. So, we can't tell what the future holds. But overall, I think Doximity should be a $35 a share company. It should be. And the numbers are fine. So I wouldn't be afraid, for me, personally speaking, to invest in Doximity. A big bonus that I think people might not know, and they would like this to know, is that Doximity has declared that its board has authorized, now this was on February that came out the news, right? So it's recent. The board authorized a stock buyback program, February 5th, that allows the company to repurchase $500 million in outstanding shares and basically to buy up to 8% of its shares. If you want to learn more about stocks like Doximity or other stocks that are up to 30-day trades, we have a powerful tool over on my Discord called the Unusual Options, which is for the top tier membership. And basically one example is this, where it told us that TVTX was at that time $31 that you can see here, and it told us that it would go to 40 some within the next 30 days, and guess what, just about 2 weeks later it went to $41. We also had BE, ticker symbol BE, at 156, and it told us that by April 24th it would hit 180. Well, guess what? It already surpassed that, and it's at $212. Then we also had the IREN, IREN, at $39. It told us it would go to 45 by April 24th. It already did it because it's now at $43. For those who are currently in the Discord would like to join, please take note. In the unusual options, you get daily unusual options for many different stocks, and it categorizes them by bullish or bearish. Do not just blindly jump into the first, bullish option that you see. You have to do a really quick 1 minute research, which is basically to go in the unusual options channel, type the ticker symbol, and see within the past 5 or 7 days how many of the unusual options were bullish or bearish. If they were all bullish, I like it. If they were mixed, I'd probably stay away because I don't know the intention of the institutional investors. What's going on? Are they hedging? Are they betting against it? Because it's mixed, I'll stay away. But if it's all bullish within the past 7 days, something's going on there, it looks good. Do a little quick research within 5 minutes to check out the news of the company. Maybe do they have anything coming up? And if it all looks great within 5 minutes of research, you go in. Just like the ones I just showed you, which were nothing more than 5 minutes research. I posted and recommended those in the Discord, and they did very well within 10 days. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you haven't, please hit the subscribe button. It's free, doesn't cost anything, it helps, and it will keep you up to date with new YouTube videos, and it helps support my channel. I wish you all the best and take care.